Hi, thanks for being in a new video. This time I want to tell you what I liked most and least about the Galaxy Z Fold6, in case you're considering buying it. So, as always, let me tell you, don't buy the Galaxy Z Fold6 without watching this video. Let's consider the launch price, which is 45,999 pesos. On screen, you saw the reference price in dollars, and it is clear that we are in front of one of the most expensive devices in the market. Although, as of now, I should tell you that I would actually recommend going for the last generation, which will likely be a lot cheaper. But let's share what I like the most and the least. Let's start with what I like the most. The device is resistant to water and also to slightly larger particles than dust, so it has good durability in that sense. Being a foldable, it is obviously going to give us the advantage of being able to take selfies with the rear system, which gives you a very good capabilities, much better quality compared to using the front camera, but that's the same with the last generation. It also includes a professional video mode that allows you to modify all kinds of parameters, although all does not record in log, unlike the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And what do you think? It's the same as the last generation in this regard. One positive thing that all Galaxies have is that they allow you to rotate between the front camera and the main camera while you're recording video. So it gives you more versatility, though what do you think? Also last generation. Something that is new is to record in slow motion in 4K at 120 frames per second. Although it is much more specialized in the generation of professional content, but definitely this can be highlighted as something positive. And something that was not present in the last generation, it also allows you to record video with the portrait format in 4K. This is something that few devices allow, so it has very good quality. Even also brings several effects, so you can select definitely meets well there. In fact, it also allows us to record dual video with 4K, something that virtually no Android allows so far. So you can record with both the rear camera and the front camera at the same time, and the video will be in 4K with good detail. This can be very useful for content creators or bloggers. This device offers 7 years of updates. This is definitely a purchase that will last a long time, even though over the years the applications demand higher system and hardware requirements. By coming with the latest and many years of upgrade support, you are guaranteed a long life. The operating system is perfect for foldables. You can find foldables that are cheaper or even more expensive in different styles, but the truth of the matter is that Samsung has a lot of experience making foldables. So the software is very advanced, the applications adapt well. You can even encourage some applications to adapt the flex mode. You also have routines and lots of configuration options that you can take advantage of to get the most out of this device. Although what do you think? That is also in the last generation. It also has all the Galaxy options, so you can take advantage of artificial intelligence directly on your device, of course. It will depend on you as a user if you consider this is useful, or you will end up not using each of these options. Remember that I have a video available where you can learn in detail each of these aspects. This device also offers very good security options like the secure folder, Samsung Kids, and even a private VPN for when you connect to public Wi-Fi networks, so you can have a much more secure experience. In my battery test, we had very good results. Definitely that in the foldable, we usually see small batteries. In fact, there are other manufacturers that have been increasing the capacity. But the truth is that Samsung achieves a very good optimization despite not having. With such a large battery, the battery is going to perform well. This device also incorporates Samsung DeX, meaning that you can connect it to an external display. You can even connect a keyboard, a wireless mouse, and practically the operating system interface will be transformed so that you can run everything as if it were a computer with much more space, with Windows, so if you usually work from the browser. It can become a useful work tool also practically. With a laptop, obviously with the limitations of the Android operating system since it doesn't have Windows, which would be a great idea. Samsung's ecosystem is also very broad, so you can perfectly complement with Galaxy Buds, Galaxy Tab, and many other accessories, with seamless interaction and integration between them. But what do you think? But let's go with what I did not like. This device still does not have Gorilla Armor. This is a glass that Samsung premiered in Galaxy S24 Ultra that prevents reflections in a great way. It seems to me a lack of respect from Samsung not to put that glass in its most expensive device. The external display has a refresh rate that goes down to 48 Hz, meaning it's not that power efficient. Nowadays, many devices have screens that go down to 1 or 10 Hz to consume little battery when they are displaying static content. And again, for the price range, we can get extremely picky, so this screen disappoints. The design is quite boxy, and specifically the bottom left corner is sharp and does get annoying after a while. I know that this will depend on the hand of each person, but let me tell you that after having tried several foldable, I did find this annoying. The front camera only has fixed focus. Of course, you can use the rear cameras to take selfies and record yourself, but at this price, we should demand a better front camera. It is rather simple, so I was disappointed. Also, the ultra-wide camera has fixed focus. Overall, Samsung doesn't give us the best camera system for this device, and maybe I can forgive the fact that they don't include a better zoom due to the fact that they want to put... This is a device that is not so heavy, but the ultra-wide camera has very serious limitations that make it look more mid-range than high-end, and at this price it is unacceptable. However, the next point I don't like is the zoom. Definitely that in this price range you will find much better options in traditional format devices. Within foldables, it also falls short, though not by as much, but being Samsung's most expensive device, it's definitely. I'm disappointed that the zoom has remained the same for many generations. For macro photography, it will also fall short, so it is not recommended. And although it lets us record in 4K at 60 frames per second, it does not allow us to make dynamic switching between the three cameras. In addition, curiously, they removed the super slow motion that Samsung had in past generations to record up to 960 frames per second. I don't even have an explanation as to why they removed this option, but that's why I'm complaining. The side fingerprint reader only supports 4 registrations. All Android devices will support 5 registrations, and Samsung for some reason has a more limited experience here. So if you wanted to register several of your fingers, or fingers of trusted people in this case, you'll have to think very carefully about how to distribute those fingerprints. In addition, it has a virtual proximity sensor. We accept this in mid-range devices, and still it bothers us, but to see it in such an expensive device is really embarrassing for Samsung, something very bad. And obviously in games it won't have the best performance, since it doesn't have that much space for cooling, and also some content doesn't adapt very well to the internal screen. But if you already bought it, let me know your experience in the comments, because other people will surely are also interested in getting to know it. For the moment, this has been all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, you can let me know, and see you next time.